YouTube and I am continuing on Instagram. I'm so sorry, guys, on Instagram. I'm gonna repeat myself. Eventually, I'm gonna repeat myself if the okay. I'm gonna repeat some of the things, apologizing for that. I just wanna make sure the video goes correctly on YouTube. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Mirror Interpretation to Drova. My name is Ioana and I'm Bulgarian, Italian, Russian, and Macedonian interpreter working mainly virtually here in ESA from my home. I am apologizing. Tomorrow will not be live. My life is happening right now. Today it's Friday. I am not working to do this live for you guys. And thank you, Marcello, for letting me know that the audio was not working on the previous video. I apologize for that, and I do appreciate you letting me know. Um, I want to say thank you to all of you guys. Thank you to all of you that send me your wishes for feeling better. Thank you for the wishes for my birthday. And now you can take part of my community, of my channel. You can support me by clicking the join button. There is $3.99 per month where I'm going to answer your questions once a week. And there is $7.99 where you can find about, right now there is 7 videos talking about my interpreting experience, what I do, for who I work, what interviews I do, past experiences for previous job, and so and so and so. Okay. I feel so bad because I take this medicine that just really just take me off. And as you can see, I take steroids. So if you ever had take steroids, you will understand that they are very strange medicines. And they make you a little bit off. I am a little bit out of, not so focused as I'm usual. So I'm apologizing for this. Thank you, Instagram, for your patience. So let's talk about this situation, because I see quite a lot of people do have this situation, and the situation is this: you do speak a perfect second language. It could be Spanish, it could be any other language, but I am surprised that people that speak Spanish have this challenging time to find a job, because Spanish is one of these languages that half of the world speak. And it's relatively easy to find a job with Spanish language because it's necessary. A lot of people need Spanish. This is the truth. If you know Spanish, uh, this is the number one language you gotta speak, of course, is English. Then the number two, who speaks the most, is Russian, and then China, and then Spanish. This is the truth. So if you wanna use a language as your career builder and you want to choose which languages to speak, well, you gotta see how much of those languages are important. Or the third, I will tell you, it's French and also German. So if you have some of those language combinations, clearly French, because most of the documents in the European community are in English, French, and German, which clearly in the 28 countries, you gotta speak those languages plus the original language of the country. Let's say we're talking about Poland, documents gonna be in English, but they will be in German and they will be in French. And you, because of the Harta dei diritti umani that was stipulated in France. So if you choose to be a linguist and to build your career as a linguist, you gotta think about what kind of languages are mostly necessary. Let's say you speak some very rare language, and you want to sit at home and work with this language. Let's say this is Bulgarian for me. How many trade fairs you gonna interpret with Bulgarian? How hard is gonna be that compared to speaking English? So you gotta choose your battles, if you wanna call it like that. Or for example, one of the rare languages that I speak is Macedonian. I don't work so much with Macedonian, but I like to do it because it's fun, because it's rare, because it's unique. And I don't do it for the money. I just do it for the fame, if you understand me. Okay. That's a very long intro. Okay, so why I can't find a job as an interpreter? I have two comments here, and I will start commenting on your comments and answering you in a mode of a fairy tale. I'm gonna tell you a fairy tale, okay? So imagine that you were hired in a boat, okay? You were hired in a boat to take care of something. Let's imagine you were hired on a boat to take care of to paint the board of the boat. This is something that you constantly do when you sail for a long period of time. So imagine you're hired in a boat to paint the deck of the boat to prevent the water to go inside the boat. I have done this job myself. Grazie mille Mirko, grazie a te ho avuto questa esperienza. I did this job in Spain. We paint a friend's boat. So imagine that your language career is like a boat. You're a freelancer, and on your boat you provide, let's say, two services, English, Spanish. This is perfect because you can master this to perfection. I provide a little bit more. Sometimes I'm asking myself, do I want to do this? Maybe I should cut to few. Actually, right now, I don't speak any Italian. That's the truth. I don't provide any Italian. I just provide Russian and Macedonian, but Macedonian 2 days a week. You know what I mean? So I mainly provide Russian, and I miss speaking Italian. Yes, I would love to, but I am giving my brain a break because it's August, and I'm gonna start working again like the way I do in fall time. But okay, so you have a boat, it's called a freelancer, and on this boat you provide certain services, okay? This is your boat. And you're very, very, very small boat, right? And then you see this huge ship. We'll give a company name. Let's call it, I don't know. I will call it Siracom ship. You see this ship and you really want to jump into that ship, and you want to provide your services for this big company, a bigger ship, a bigger organization. You want to jump in their boat and you want to sail with them because they are faster than you, because you are a small little boat. So in order to jump to this ship, you gotta have something that the ship doesn't have, correct? We're talking all this fantascientifically. You want to jump into Siracom ship and you want to provide services for them, but let's say they don't need you. Let's say you want to provide Spanish, but they have 200 Spanish interpreters. It doesn't matter how great you are, you're not going to get into this ship. At least not right now. You're going to get into the ship when the ship decide that they want to take you on board, correct? So talking about your behavior on the before getting in the ship and on the ship itself are two different, completely different matters. Because when you're on the ship and the ship is going, you cannot jump from the ship. You gotta go with it. Wherever this boat is going, you gotta sail with it. But I have two perfect examples here in these comments today. Two people that are not even in the ship. Okay, they provide language services. They want to be hired as a language specialist, but unfortunately, uh, they don't have the boat. The boat is mine. Let's imagine I have a boat mid interpretations, and you gotta want to sail from here to Caribbean and back with this boat. Okay, there is two people that contact this company, or the way you pose yourself, the way you talk, the way you communicate, the way you interact. I don't say you gotta smile and be like, oh, I love you, and be so soft and so like brocked and so easy and like, yeah, I'm gonna obey to everything. Because the truth is that as an interpreter, you have to have a leader. You gotta be a leader. You gotta be able to do something on your own, because when you get on the ship, nobody's gonna uh, frame you. When you interpret, yes, they will monitor you, but they cannot monitor you 24/7. So you gotta know that you gotta be independent somehow. You gotta be able to work, to do something, to have to bring something to this ship. So I'm gonna start with this first comment. And I will tell you, like, if you're hired as a passenger, or if somebody took you on a ship as a passenger, and you're trying to be a captain of the boat, on the other side, my side, where I have the boat and I just hire you to clean or do something specific or provide Spanish, English, and you suddenly want to be the captain of my boat and you want to tell me how to do my business, and this are two dynamics that are not working well together. Yes, I do teach you to ask for money that you deserve, and I do want you to ask for more money as an interpreter, and I do want you to be realistical about how much your job costs. And when I say be realistical, I mean being aware of what kind of ship are you going to jump into. When I say that, what I mean, let's say you want to work for Siracom, but Siracom is some of the languages are contracted between 100 something to 175. Siracom have a contract with the government or with the hospital for 1 hour of your language that will cost, hi guys on Instagram, 1 hour of your language, let's say, would cost, they will receive $120. Let's imagine. This is the deal, okay? And you show up at Siracom and say, yes, I'm great. I have 20 years of experience, this, that. You have the whole package, the certification, all of it. But the problem, what's the problem? You ask for $170. Well, even if I love you and I want you in my team, I clearly cannot offer you more than 90 because you're still gonna cost me money, trainings, background, security. I'm not gonna give you $120 that I'm taking, because business is business, and you guys gotta understand that there is a certain gap between the interpreter and the intermediate company. So the intermediate company is the one that wanna make money out of you. Right now, what is happening? The intermediate company hires you and they offer you $18 and you agree to that. So the company offer you $18, which is like here, it's low, it's the base, okay? And the company take 120. So they have $20 of expenses and how many dollars of income? $80 of income from 1 hour of your work. So when I train you to guys be more confident and to ask more money, I don't ask you to go crazy. I am asking you to stay within this gap. But how to stay within this gap? If the company is contracted for $100 and you ask for 30, it's a reasonable money. You can ask even for 40. If you get more specialized, even 50. But I don't think that is realistical for you to come in my boat and tell me that I have to pay you $200 an hour because you're great. And if I don't do it, you're walking away. So when you ask for more money, whenever you go, I am not advising you to sell yourself for $18. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta be realistical and you gotta have a real ideas about how much your service it's worth. I know that my job is worth $1,000 an hour, but is there anybody that will pay me $1,000 an hour? The most expensive I have take, it's about $200 an hour. This is a lot of money for me. Yes, I'm capable to sell my services for $200 an hour, and I'm worth any penny of this $200. I will tell you that. But I am not gonna always sell my services for $200, because these very specific services that I sell for $200, let's call it legal simultaneous or business to business cabin, I'm not going to have this opportunity every day. This is not a service that you're going to provide every day, but every day you can provide $50 medical. Does it mean that you're going to stay 90 days at home and one day work for $200 an hour because you're so proud? I think that we gotta stay reasonable when we talk about money and income and professional behavior. I always tell the person that interview me that I am flexible and I'm not crazy for money. I want a reasonable payment, but if I have a good trust relationship, this is more important for me than the money. And this is the truth. And I'm willing to work for $30 too. And I'm not ashamed to say that. And there is nothing wrong with working for $30. But if you work for less than 30, you gotta ask yourself a question. Why you're selling yourself so cheap? And if you ask some unreasonable price, you got to understand that there is something also to work on. And I'm going to give you here a comment of first comment of the day. 15 minutes. We are starting on your comments and why I have this long introduction about okay, I'm going to give you actually let me start with the bad one. There is a person on YouTube. The name is Reflection in the Bible. Beautiful YouTube name. Everything is so beautiful. Everything is so magical. And this person write me a long comment, which I can read for you right now. So you will understand when I say that even when you're not interviewed, you're still interviewed. Because I'm still looking for somebody that speaks Spanish, even though I got the book, and I will do probably a lot of videos on my own in Spanish, learning it together with you. But this is called Reflections in the Bible. Reflections in the Bible wrote me one long comment that I'm gonna read you, and then she put about 15 very unpleasant comments. It's okay. I know I do have accent, and I'm apologizing for whoever is on the other side of this screen watching me and wondering why my accent is so thick. I do speak 5 languages. This is why I'm never going to be able to speak as a British person, as an American native, and I don't want to try because this is not my goal. Your goal as an interpreter is to communicate the meaning. And yes, you're not going to be perfect 99% of the time, but try your best. So, Reflection of the Bible said, there is a video, if you haven't seen it, it's called Why I Can't Pass My Court Interpreter Exam. This is talking about some of these legal exams. Actually, I will put the video up there so you could see it. And she said, this is what I'm saying. I have been trying to ask them what sources they pull their information from. We're talking about court interpreter language exam. Ciao, Romania. Hi. So we're talking about this court interpreter exam that I think it's the same in every country, but is very odd. And you could click the video here to understand. We don't understand what books this exam is coming from, and it's pretty not legal, to be honest with you. I am in Virginia. I can go over their sample tests and pass them all. Yes, I can pass the sample test perfectly with no mistakes, but the test itself is a mystery, and you should check the video. The one store RLY from the local court and another one I managed to find. I am fluent and I have bachelor's degree in Spanish. Beautiful. I have freelanced, even interpreted in court more than 3 times, and the judge thanked me and praised me greatly. I just don't get why they want me to make this so difficult to pass such a secret test, which is clearly I talk about the problematic with the structure of this test and what was going on there. And you have nothing to study. That's unfortunately. It's so aggravating because it's the expensive test. Yes, I think the test is $200 to try to tempt it, pass it or not. The money are gone, and there it's not refundable. I am at the point now that I need to start looking into working. I need the flexible ability this affords. I am so frustrated right now. Okay, so this person write me this comment, which is pretty normal, pretty reasonable, and pretty. I am okay with any kind of a comments. And then after this comment, this person wrote about 10 comments on the same video trying to correct my accent. I mean, I am grateful for you being here, Reflections of the Bible. I appreciate your time and your attention. I do appreciate your comments. I understand how hard is it when you know that you're good at something and it seems that it's just not happening for you. I know this is hard. This is not pleasant and this is not cool. To know that you're capable, you also have a bachelor in languages and you have a hard time to find a job. I will tell you on my side how this look like. This is look bad. This look really bad. So I do need a Spanish and I'm willing to pay to someone even more than what I offered. And the reason why is because I want to work with the pleasant people. Maybe you're excellent in interpretation, but you lack of communication skills. So these 10 messages that you wrote on my YouTube channel, correcting my accent and trying to master me, trying to show me how little, insignificant, how bad is my accent, um, it's not good for you. Uh, I know that I do have accent and I know I'm not gonna correct it reading your comments. And I think it's a little bit childish to go to somebody's reality and tell them how wrong they are, how bad is their accent, and how much they have to correct certain things. I do know that I have to work on my accents because I have the many accents coming from the languages that I speak on a daily basis and work with. And I know that this wouldn't be a cup of tea for everyone. And I'm apologizing if you suffer, whoever is watching me or listening, it have this difficulty of understanding me because of my accent. And this is why I'm gonna try to put the subtitles below. I appreciate your effort. I think it's a lady behind this channel because I click on it. I do appreciate, but the matter of the fact is, if you keep to the first comment only, I would have eventually contacted you and asked you, hey, how do you feel about $30 an hour for Spanish video? This is the truth. But just because you send me all these not constructive comments, not useful comments, but put your frustration down in 10 or 20 rows below my video, I am afraid that you are an unpleasant person because you already give me this vibe that it's hard with you, it's going to be difficult with you, it's going to be complicated with you, it's going to be a headache with you, it's going to be a problem with you, whatever I do with you. This is the impression that you give me. Even I have never had an interview with you. Maybe you're excellent, maybe you're pleasant, maybe you're on point, maybe that was a bad day for you, but this little bad day for you that make you write those comments to me make you lose an opportunity. Unfortunately, you gotta be I know this sounds crazy, and I know you guys thinking, oh, let her, she's a little bit out of her mind, she's thinking strange things, but the matter of the fact is that nobody wants to work with unpleasant people. I'm so sorry, guys. I gotta break this for you. The truth is that nobody would hire you or contract you if you act like this. Because you gotta understand that to me, as a captain of my boat, if you want to call my business my boat, I want to have someone that is reachable, that I can sit and talk to. And I'm not saying from the top to bottom, because I don't speak from top to bottom to my interpreters. I admire their specialty. I like to know how they interpret, why they choose to interpret that way, and what I would do. Like, for example, right now I have so much fun recording with Natalia Russian because I do speak Russian, and I'm inspired by this lady because she's native speaker, and I feel that I learned from her. And it's it's so funny when we talk about those type of things, because I could see that how different your brain function when you're not native. And this is beautiful and this is inspiring, and that's why I'm saying, like, when I get an interpreter in my boat, they are here, they're on my level. I want them to be on my level, and I want to trust them, and I want them to tell me when they disagree with me, but I don't want them to nag and complain and try to put my boat underwater just because they don't understand my line of thoughts. Yes, I know that my interpreters are not my friends. We're doing business, and business is business, and cheese is money, as they call it in Europe. But the truth is, you got to understand that when you communicate, even sometimes in a social gathering, that could be an opportunity for you. But the way you behave yourself, it could destroy this opportunity for you. So, you speaking perfect Spanish and you being frustrated and you putting your frustration out there, it's not a good thing for you. Um, especially in this field, because who work as an interpreter, guys, knows that that your profession require a lot of customer care, a lot of communication with people that are screaming, shouting on you, being angry, being frustrated, being upset, crying, being in pain. All the package of your job is not, it's not just speaking a language. You're way more than just a person who speaks a second language. You are this little part also called moderator. That's why on the best practices and best protocol, they teach you to keep the flow of the session, because you are in charge of this call. The moment that you pick up the call, you are in control. Why are you in control? Because you can moderate the both sides, the pitches. If one part is screaming, if both parts are screaming, you can manage to moderate that and calm down, even giving unpleasant answers sometimes. So you are the person that is in charge of it. In charge of what? In charge of peace, in charge of understanding, in charge of problem solving, in charge of communication, understanding, helping others, solving an issue, managing hard, difficult situation. Because some of these calls are not fun. Some of these calls, it's reading somebody their last cry before they die. How do you think you will be able to do this job if you have a frustrated attitude and you want to correct somebody's accent? I am not offended by this. I am flattered by your attention and I'm grateful for you being here. But I just want you guys to think how this look on the other side. And this doesn't look good on the other side, unfortunately. So this is my advice to you, readings of the Bible, to work on yourself and your own triggers and your own ways of communicating, because I see a lot of people that have great value have difficulties to communicate that, and I see a lot of people that have bad resumes are actually great people to work with. And I see a lot of people that have great resumes are terrible to work with and you don't want to deal with them. So I will address you to think how you're perceived on the other side. Said that, I will read now the second, a very, very long comment I received from Mr. Michael Mietke. Mr. Michael Mietke wrote me a comment of a half page. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for writing this comment for me. I appreciate your presence, guys. And even though I say sometimes things that are not so beautiful, please forgive me. I don't mean to upset you and I don't mean to hurt you. I want you to open your brain and perceive the other side of this reality, because the reality is not only one dimension and is not only what you want and where you want to go, but you got to understand what's your role in this game of interpreting, how far you can go. If that's like a chess game, how far you can play, and until what point you can have a power to negotiate, to ask for something, having in mind that what you provide, it's not only you, unfortunately. So said that, we're gonna talk about Mr. Mikhail Mietke. There is a comment here. Thank you, Joanna. He wrote my name with 4 mistakes. This is so funny. I'm always amused when people make orthographical mistakes on my name. This is funny, but thank you, Michael. It doesn't matter. Important is that we're here. Thank you for your wonderful and inspiring video. I am so grateful for you being here as well. I am conference interpreter since 1990s. Oh my goodness, interpreter since 1990s. This gentleman is like a life history, and I am interested to have a chat with him. So, Michael, if you see this live, if you want to be my guest and present yourself and talk who you are, what you do, your experiences, I would love to have an interview with you. So, think about it. And I had quite a few bad experiences with the intermediaries. He's talking about the companies that hires you. Well, I think this is the only way you learn. I had my portion of bad experience as well. Interpret, interpreting agencies, or still worse, translation agencies with no knowledge about our profession. I am not having fun doing translation, but I understand that Mr. Michael is talking about, especially in Europe, there is a lot of these agencies that pretend that they're testing you and they give you 10 pages to interpret for free. And they do these 10 pages to hundreds of interpreters and they make them do the job for free. And they give them also time frame to do it. Otherwise, they wouldn't hire them. Or they make you do the job and they don't pay you. So I've been there. I learned to, like, you know how you become tough when you struggle, when you have hard situations. Big companies often mean bad companies. Unfortunately, this is true. That's why there is this new business model is called Act Local, Think Global. I'm a business manager, so I will agree with that. Luckily, not all are selfish. The latter category of companies realize that we are an important part of their earnings. Yes. This is why, guys, when I said to you, learn your place in a boat, you got to understand that if you do a good job, you're precious. But also, if you know you're going to do a good job, that's why you got to ask for a reasonable amount of money. I keep saying ask for reasonable amount of money, because if you are contracted for $18, let me tell you what's going to happen. Let's say you're a Russian interpreter and you agree to work for $18, and I'm a Russian interpreter and my contract says 35. Well, you're gonna work for $18 an hour and you're gonna be super, super duper busy. You're gonna burn out. Why? Because you're the cheapest interpreter and all the calls will go to you. You're not gonna have time to eat, you're not gonna have time to breathe, you're not gonna have time to do nothing. You gonna be burned out. But you cannot still take the whole calls, honey, even if you work for $18. There would always be residual calls that somebody like me is gonna take 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. How, you think I need to do this big money to be happy and satisfied? No, you don't need so much. You need a certain amount of work and certain amount of money to survive, right? In this material world. So how much is your mental health mean nothing to you? Is your physical health mean nothing to you that you sell yourself for $18? just just think about, it's called the ladder of your values. What is important for you? And here I will address um, Matt. Matt Schiffer is a dating coach, but he have this great class that I did. Is called Master of Connection, and I will advise you to check his work. And during this class, there is special week that is dedicated on your values. And when I say your values, I mean not your mother, father, family expectation, spouse, society that teaches you to consume and want and want more and more and more. I'm talking about you. What is making you feel well? And I don't mean get high all day long. Don't get me wrong. When I say that, I mean in a profession, what is more important, $2 more or peace of mind? Discover your own value and discover in the consequences of your values for who you want to provide services and how you want to relate to these people. And do you want to take $2 more but be so frustrated because they will grill you with negative emails like Siricom does? What exactly is important for you? Learn, discover. Hi, Liam Blade. Peru, thanks for sharing this information. Hola, Liam, it's very nice to meet you. Yo hablo un poquito español, ahora estoy estudiando. Es muy piacere que estás aquí. So, said that. Throughout the years, I developed my contacts for each interpreting assignment are and refined it. Okay, no-show situations. Let me tell you something. When I say to you that you gotta be sharp and awake during your interview, I meant that 100%. I don't want you to sit there and wait, oh, are they gonna choose me? I want you to be awake and ask questions. And when I say ask questions, I don't mean ask about the weather in DC or New York. I mean ask questions about work, about your work, about what is the conditions. No-show situations. Well, no shows, some company doesn't even pay you because you forget to stipulate that. Imagine what? You refuse appointments and you get this 3-hour appointment Friday morning and you go there and it's a no-show. And you lose your time, you lose money to time and money to drive, to get dressed, to look professional, and then is no payment. Do you think this is fair? I don't I don't play with this. I will tell you, even if on the phone I have an appointment and I have to wait, they pay me for at least 30 minutes. And if they by chance, like CLI, play that game and they move it to another hour and they refuse to pay me, I am never taking again schedule call with a company that scheduled me, make me wait and didn't pay me. If I'm scheduled virtually, I get paid 100%. I don't care if you show or if you're dead. There is no cancellation for me virtually. In person, as he's talking to you clients, a week before the scheduled day, they paid 50%. I will tell you, I can ask for 50% a week before. Depends on the companies. If they really piss me off, I will ask for the full amount. And as is stipulated that whatever is stipulated in the contract, Uh, he said after that 100%. I don't know what he mean by 100%, but I will tell you how I stipulate. I stipulate a minimum of time that I will require to be paid. In legal, it's 3 hours. In medical, it's 2 most of the times. If they pay me more, I agree to work. If you pay me $50 and you want me for 1 hour, it's fine. But if you pay me $30, you gotta at least pay me for 2. Otherwise, I'm not gonna move. I'd rather be broke. You know what I mean? So schedule calls or being in-person interpreter and willing. You gotta know for how much you're willing to move your butt from your home to the hospital or from your home to the court. I will tell you, in a legal, I am paid 3 hours. I'm paid. I don't care what happened to you because they don't just cancel like that. And if they do, it's not your problem because your time is worth money. Uh, I think in legal, if it's 24 hours, it's is the time that you were scheduled for. Same thing with medical. Even though if I have a good relationship with some of my clients, I honestly charge them um, 2 hours for medical. If it's last minute canceling or 24 hours, something like that. But honestly, if it's a company that is kind of reasonable with me, I have this company here in Denver. They're reasonable, you can talk with them, and when I have a problem, I can call and say, hey guys, this is locked, there is problem here. They're responsive to me. They had a cancellation last week. Somebody canceled. It was about 24 hours. I charged them $25. But the truth is, I said, if you guys want to give me $25, thank you. But if you don't, it's fine. Why I'm okay with this? Because I see that the amount of job that they give me, they pay me gas, they pay me minimum. They're cool with me. And also, if they schedule me last minute, they pay me $25 more. So if I see that they are appreciative with me, I'm not gonna be so crazy. Oh my goodness, give me this money. I got cancellation. If I'm on the appointment and and there is no show, or sometimes I call the patient and we reschedule or do something, I still get paid, even if it's 5 minutes call, or even if I'm just there and they tell me, you know what, you can go, it's fine. I don't, because my contract doesn't consider it as cancellation. Cancellation is when they contacted me and tell me, hey, it's not gonna happen. This is when I charge you. But otherwise, if I'm there, I in my contract is stipulated that it's not a cancellation anymore, and I will take the minimum time no matter what, and I will still try to be helpful to you. I'm not gonna beat you, forgive me for the word, um because I'm crazy for money. I am not. But there gotta be a thin line of reasonability, because if you have a client who schedule you and cancel you over and over, what this tells you? Tells you that we have to renegotiate our agreement. You call the manager and you talk and say, okay, guys, because if I take $85 for an hour by the hospital and you schedule for 60, but I have 5 interpreters for 25 or 35. Well, it's very clear that if you're not smart enough to stipulate it in the contract, the moment that I schedule you, I'm going to cancel on you. Why I'm going to cancel on you? Because you're not smart enough to ask for this while we negotiate. So, said that, this is a very controversial topic, Mr. Michael. Depends. You can get replacement assignments on a short notice for some conditions and pay, or even had to sell no to other old new clients. It's possible blockade colleagues interpreting devices plus technician, all this. Okay, he's talking about this interpreting, translating devices. Mm, and he gives me the rule is simple. The client books my services and I am exclusively available for the client in case of a no-show or in case of delay, the client's pay. It's my contract. Great. Hotels, conference, travels company do the same, and everyone accept this practice. And this is logical. Okay. I'm happy for you, sir, that you have stipulated this is in your contract. But you gotta also understand that you're dealing with people, not with machines at one point. So I think this is very important to know. You can still send an email to your client saying that you will only work if they accept your conditions. Okay, guys, let me tell you something. You're an entrepreneur yourself. Yes, this is very beautiful, but this very strict conditions that Mr. Michael give are not very realistical. I am happy to provide the services for free, and I am happy to interpret for domestic violence centers, for example. I'm happy to provide some services free of charge. So, because I feel happy to do so, because it makes me feel good, because I can. Okay. So, acting like you're on the top of the world, oh, you accept my conditions. You gotta, if you wanna write such a contract as Mr. Michael says, you gotta know very, 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 very well for how much money they sell your 1 hour of interpreting. This is the truth. So if you know that the company sell your services for $120, asking for $50 is not a crazy amount. But if you know that your company, intermediate company, is contracted for 65 and you want to get 70, guess what? You're never going to get this $70 because it's not realistical, okay? So this is a very dangerous game and very unreasonable, I would tell you, because as what they call it in marketing, do you know what is diversified marketing? Diversified marketing is selling the same product for a different price to different market clusters. This is exactly how it's called in marketing management. And I am a business manager, and trust me, guys, I do sell Russian for 35 and I sell Russian for 57. Why is this? But do you think this is the same level of interpretation? One is consecutive. You have the time to think, to elaborate, to correct, whatever. And one, you don't have the time to do so. And this is why I have different clients. One are on the top, lawyers. And then I have a small medical MRI test. So how intelligent you are, it depends on how knowledgeable you are and how able you're going to be to sell your services and your knowledges in these fields. And these fields are different in every city, even here in the USA, guys. These interpreting fields are different. Peru are different, Spain are different, Mexico. Why? Because you live in a different reality. And for example, giving $5 in Peru is a lot of money. €5 in Europe, 4.75. I just got an offer. And when somebody from Europe asking me to pay them €20, I know that they're crazy. I had a situation like that, but let's forget about it. Let's drop it. So I know what is reasonable to be required here in the USA, and I know what is reasonable to be required in Peru, to be required in Mexico, to be required in UK, in Italy. And if you try to get out of the gap of your environment and ask me some crazy price, I would know this. And do you know how this look for me? This look funny. And not in a good way, guys. This look funny in a way that you look down to these people that do this to you, and you don't want to look down. You don't want nobody to look down on you because you're unaware of how much your job costs in your environment. If they don't accept your conditions, stop working for them immediately. Okay. Kind regards, Michael. Thank you, Michael, the Netherlands German Dutch interpreters bilingual since 1990. I'm interested to have you as a guest where you can share your experience and tell us how you become so intransigente. This means not flexible in English. This is Italian word. I don't know the exact word in English. So this is about how to work with the different fields in the market. The market is diversified and there is different levels of interpreters. If you want to go interpreting in European community or in the government, what do you think you're going to take $30? Do you think that if you get stipulated for the FBI, you're going to take $30 or your payment will be different? So I want you to be reasonable, guys. And as long as you play this game to sell yourself to intermediate companies, you got to understand until what level you can do that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Michael Mietke. I appreciate your comment. That was so much fun for me to comment it and have a little conversation with you, a little monologue. There is another comment from Luis Veterano. Gracias, Luis. You are amazing. I love this video. And my best part is that you say, don't type any hate comments because I'm going to block you. That was wonderful, great video. Thank you. Greeting for El Salvador capital. Luis Veterano. Is that you? Ah, no, that's Liam. Luis Veterano. Gracias, Luis. Okay, I will tell you why I don't mind when you write me a constructive things, okay? but there is somebody writing these comments. You're boring. You got your boring friend to talk Spain. This is in this bilingual Spanish video that I created with Rosa. I am grateful for you guys giving me your time, and I hope that even if you're not linguist, but you do any kind of other job, you understand that what I'm saying have some kind of a utility for you, is useful for you. I want to be useful for you, so tomorrow when I'm dead, there is something after me, correct? This is whatever. So said that, I'm okay with critics. I just don't want you to pour some negativity and hate below my videos, because this is not why I'm here. And I don't want you, other participant of this virtual reality, to take part of a hate comments, nagging negative, and be afraid to work as an interpreter, because you eventually gonna have those type of very, very unpleasant, very negative situation in your job, in your field. I would also like to let you know that I am preparing videos, actually few. It's called The Dark Side of Interpreting. And I am so excited to, now I can record, you could see my faces better. And I'm so excited to make these videos where I'm going to talk about the vicarious trauma psychological and physical effects on you. And then on my join button, where is $7.99, I am going to share with you what I personally do as a self-care in these kind of situations. Okay, let's go again. Universe. Hello, Universe. We love you, Ioana, for sharing your experience. I love you guys, and thank you for being here. And thank you, Universe. That's a beautiful YouTube name. I enjoy it. Andre Chong. Hi, Andre. I've been noticing you. You commenting. Nice to hear from you. It's so pleasure to me to see your comments. By the way, happy birthday to you. I hope you have an excellent week. I am feeling better with my health, and this is great. This is wonderful. This is fantastic. I feel strong. Thank you for your wishes, and thank you for your hundreds of messages on LinkedIn about my birthday. Hello, ladies. Okay. Daniel Gonzalez. Hello, ladies. This video was very useful. We're talking bilingual Spanish. I was looking for English Spanish program to become a professional translator. I like the idea of translate for a medical and legal services. Is there any college or university you will recommend? Yes, Daniel Gonzalez. I want to do this myself. There is this organization called ATA, American Translation Association. I just look their courses. They're quite expensive. It's expensive for me as well. It's about $1,000 something. But once you get this certificate, I think it take a year or so to complete the whole training. They do have it virtually. I think it's between 800 and 1,000 American dollars, and it's not a university, but you get trained and you get certified with them. And I want to do this myself, just for the, I would like to learn. I always like to learn, so I would address them. There is Medical Translator Association, MTA, I believe. Also, they have this red website. I will address that as well. CCHI, clearly. And clearly, if you want to be a legal, I will address you to become a legal court interpreter certified with the government. But in order to do this, I don't know if you're located in the USA. If so, you can do it in the usa.gov website, right on Google, legal interpreter certification, and you're gonna see it. Look gov.com, gov.usa website. There you're gonna find this information. Amor, talking about the Spanish of Rosa. Yes, of course, her Spanish is on point. Amor, she's Latina. This is her mother tongue, surely. You got me with sarpilido. I always said sarpulido. Beautiful. I'm so happy, Rosa. Reflection of the Bible. How do you work as an interpreter? How do you get started? Can you help me or guide me or somehow? Okay, the same reflection of the Bible that we just read her negative comments on my videos. So the number one thing that I will address you to start is to do your resume properly. Probably your resume is total mess. There is this person that sent me their resume in Spanish, and the resume was terrible. I will tell you as a recruiter, it looked like the bottom of your feet. Exactly. It was bad. It was messy. There was these fonts that you cannot read, you cannot see, these dark colors behind the blue with the black shrift. It was bad. And I will tell you as a recruiter, if you receive thousands of resume and you open this, who is gonna stress themselves at 8 in the morning with your resume? They will open the next one and the next one until they find one that is goodly readable. So there is a video that I created here. I'm gonna put it here. It's called "How to Build Your Resume." This is one of the first videos I created like a year and a half ago or so, and I will address you to look at all. It just says how it should be done, but it doesn't show it. Also, next week I'm gonna publish a analytics of a resume of someone. It's a short analytic. It's just 12 minutes, but you can learn a lot from it. Mr. Birshal allow me to do this. I know Nandri. I believe he's Hindu speaking. Thank you, Birshal. This is the first thing that I will address you to do properly, and then you're going to be able to find the jobs. Clearly, you understand a little bit to work on your attitude because your attitude is not on point. I comment this in the beginning of this video. Flor Harmon, thank you, but what about more to vocabularies? Yes, I'm going to make more vocabularies in Spanish soon. Be patient. Thank you for your comment. Roses. Oh, what a beautiful name. Roses with this O from the I love your name. It's very unique. Thank you for the information. I fluently speak and read Iraqi and Syrian Lebanese and low level write Arabic. Wow. Syrian, Iraqi, Lebanese. This is hard. I translated for my parents' medical treatment for the past 30 years and I do not have any certifications. I'm looking to apply for translator job. I saw you mention it, Atlas Advisory. I don't remember when I mentioned it. I forgot, but don't know if they require any verification. I also looked into the getting to court interpreter job and taking the test, but I feel discouraged to do so after seeing that as smart and diverse as you are don't pass the exam 3 times. Oh, okay, yes. Don't worry. Okay, let me tell you something. Again, thank you for the information. Would appreciate your advice. Okay, Roses, let me tell you something. You don't need a certification to start. For example, if you want to just fill the field, I will address you to make a good resume and send it to Siracom. They will not pay you so much, but you will understand the field. I know this sounds not romantic, guys, but there would be companies at Siracom where you bust your ass and you do some experience with them, but you don't plan to stay lifetime with them. So I will advise you to make a good resume and just apply to with Siracom. They are gonna give you a book, 60 pages. I memorize it, and then they will test you in English, and you're gonna be able to be hired by them as a freelancer over the phone or wherever they need, because this is a rare languages. um, and I believe that you would have opportunity there. Also, as you're very polite, and I love polite people, maybe you would like to make a video with me. Iraqi, I think this is so fascinating. What about you text me in this video below, and and we do some medical videos. Hmm? I pay you some money. a little bit, okay? Okay, write your comment below. Um, Jazzy Penguin. I love Mother Russia accent. Thank you, Jazzy. Actually, it's not Russian. This come from Italian. A lot of people think that is the Russian language, but I maybe now it's a little bit more Russianese, but like I speak a lot of Italian for the last 10 years. So I speak only mainly Italian, and this accent come from there. But yes, also some Russian. Marlon Gonzalez, thank you guys. I learned a lot terms from you. Greetings. Thank you, Marlon, for being here. Franklin Ruiz Bien. I'm sorry, guys. I've been having these severe problems, you remember, for my health. So I take these weird medicines that make me weird in the throat. The word analgesic is not well used in the context. It has a very different meaning. Very good, Rosa, as figuring out that the other speaker meant was demographics, anographic. Well, I'm not sure what he means, but there is anographical information and there is demographics. No, I did not mean demographics. Actually, anographics is your information. It's not geographically connected, but I understand it's a cultural thing. Said that, I'm gonna end this live in Instagram. Oops. Let me see how to end it. And I'm gonna continue just on YouTube. If you guys want to see the full video, come on YouTube. I'm so sorry because my battery it's over. Okay, so said that, let's continue here. Mercedes. Hi ladies, your gems. Thank you, Mercedes, for being here. I love seeing ladies because I could see the analytics of my channel and there is mainly ladies and then there is mainly nothing. Gentlemen are more than the ladies here. My entire family is from Argentina, so Spanish has always been present in my life. Thank you. I love Argentina and my mate. Is it called mate? Yes. However, after deciding to become an interpreter, I realized how much Spanish I don't know. I need all your videos. Thank you for making them. Hi, Mercedes. Can you please be my guest? Please, please, please. I beg you. I would love to have some Argentina. Oh, that's so beautiful. Just have in mind. English, Spanish, bilingual. Hayak Hambar Zumian. Oops, was hard. Hambar Zumian. Hayak Hambar Zumian. This is like learning another language. Your name is wow. Well, tips are useful, but the speaker makes mistakes in English. Thank you, honey. Apologizing for my mistakes. Forgive me. Fatima. Hi, Fatima. Fatima, I hope you're feeling well soon. This is about my post that I was not here last week. Sebastiana Seguira. Very helpful video. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sebastiana, for being here. Union verse. This is a so cool union verse. That's so much. That's cool. I love your name. I always enjoy your calmness, good energy. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Alvaro Santa Cruz. I have seen you here, Alvaro. I appreciate your comments. I have been using my laptop for note taking, but sometimes I get lost in my own notes. Pen and paper is better because you can use symbol and stuff. I'm not ready for that without some kind of training. Have you attended some kind of a note-taking course? I just find a video yesterday of somebody that takes notes. I haven't done this class myself because I started working as a simultaneous interpreting and there is a technique called no and note taking. So I use a lot of these techniques and I am better without it because I am so used to be without it. So I feel like note taking are kind of how to say, making me nervous, or I just prefer to take very few. If I do take notes, by the way. If I interpret 6 hours, I use one piece of paper. So I'm just giving you example how little notes I take, just you have in mind. Um, I'm gonna make a training and I will write more comment, like a video about it, what I recommend and if it was useful. One of the companies called Soci did small part of note taking training. I couldn't fit in what they trained me, unfortunately. I think that's why I am so good at simultaneous. My simultaneous score is 98 and my consecutive is 86, 7, 8, something like that. So I think on the chess, though, I believe I'm better. But for me, no, computer is not a good tool to do that. Definitely. And I used to take notes in the university with the computer, and it was very, very difficult for me to start take notes with pen and paper, because when you start taking notes with pen and paper, you have a feeling that you gotta type everything, which is not okay. Speak, write, play in English. Said good video. If you want to learn more medical terminology and you know more about interpretation, this is very helpful. Thank you, Speak, right. And then we have Fernanda Plaza for the bilingual Spanish video. Thank you for videos like this one. Thank you, Fernanda. I am still looking for someone to do videos. I did wrote to Rosa, but I don't think she will answer me because I know she's busy. She have kids, and she also have her YouTube channel. Said that, hopefully I will do videos with some one of you with Spanish. I think that was everything for today. I am here about an hour now, and this has been exhausting. I appreciate you guys. There would be no video tomorrow, as I said, because I record, but wait, next week there will be a video. I make one bilingual video a week on Wednesday, and on Saturday there is a medical interpreter training videos. There would be a different videos. There is going to be a short video next week about your resume. And I think I will publish a Russian video, medical terminology, thanks to my friend Natalia. Said that do write me your comments and I will be happy to answer you. If you also want to be part of this community, you can support me for $3.99 a month. And if you want to know what I do right now as an interpreter, you can click on the subscribe for $7.99, and there is a videos. There's 7 right now, but there will be more. I put one video every week there about what I do right now as an interpreter. Said that, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching me. I see this is 3 people. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate Marcelo Andres Cortes Zepada. Gracias muchos for letting me know for my audio. I send you all my love. Gracias. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm gonna go to work. Have a good day to all of you and stay strong. Bye bye.